everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into the concrete jungle, the city that never sleeps, the Big Apple. You guessed it, New York City. Look, I know what you're thinking, another NYC video? But trust me, this ain't your average tourist trap rundown. We're going deep, uncovering hidden gems, stuffing our faces with the best food, and navigating the city like a pro. Yeah, we're even talking about how to stay safe because let's be real, even Spider-Man had his bad days. So buckle up, grab your Metro card, and let's hit the streets of New York City. First up, we gotta talk about Central Park. I'm talking 843 acres of pure green goodness smack dab in the middle of Manhattan. You'll forget you're surrounded by millions of people, trust me. We're talking about sprawling lawns, perfect for a midday picnic, winding paths for a morning jog, or even a romantic rowboat ride on the lake. And hey, if you're a movie buff like me, you'll recognize spots from Home Alone 2, When Harry Met Sally, and like a million other films. It's like stepping onto a movie set, minus the annoying directors yelling, "Cut!" But Central Park isn't just about pretty views and rom-com moments. You've got street performers, art installations, even a freaking castle. This place is like a choose-your-own-adventure novel, except instead of turning pages, you're turning corners and discovering something new. So do yourself a favor, ditch the concrete jungle for a few hours and get lost in the heart of the city. All right, let's talk food, baby. Specifically, the food that New York City is known for, pizza. And not just any pizza, we're talking about those thin crust, foldable slices of heaven that dreams are made of. Listen, I'm not gonna lie, I've had my fair share of pizza in my life, but there's something about that New York slice that just hits different. Maybe it's the water, maybe it's the energy of the city seeping into the dough, who knows? All I know is, once you've had it, you'll be ruined for all other pizza. And the best part? You can find it on practically every corner. From those hole-in-the-wall joints that have been slinging pies for generations, to those trendy spots with fancy toppings, there's a slice out there for everyone, so do yourself a favor, ditch the diet for a day, grab a slice or three, fold it in half, and experience pure culinary bliss. You won't regret it. All right, let's get real for a second. New York City isn't all sunshine and rainbows. We gotta talk about safety, specifically in certain parts of the Bronx. Now, don't get me wrong, the Bronx is a vibrant borough with a rich history and culture, but like any big city, there are areas you want to be more cautious in, especially at night. Look, I'm all for exploring and getting off the beaten path, but even I gotta admit, there are times when sticking to well-lit, populated areas is just common sense. If you're unsure about a neighborhood, ask a local or do your research before venturing out. The good news is, most of New York City is perfectly safe, but it's always better to be safe than sorry, right? Trust your gut. If something feels off, it probably is. Don't be afraid to hail a cab or hop on the subway if you feel uncomfortable. Remember, being aware of your surroundings is key, no matter where you are in the world. Now let's talk street smarts, people. New York City is a melting pot of cultures, a whirlwind of activity, and yeah, sometimes a target for pickpockets. But don't let that scare you, just be smart about it. First things first, keep your belongings close. Don't be that tourist with their backpack wide open, practically begging someone to swipe your stuff. Be discreet with your cash and cards, and avoid flashing expensive jewelry or gadgets. And for the love of all that is good, pay attention to your surroundings. Don't be walking around with your head buried in your phone, oblivious to the world around you. You're more likely to trip over a fire hydrant than get pickpocketed, but hey, better safe than sorry. Remember, New Yorkers are generally friendly and helpful, so don't be afraid to ask for directions or assistance if you need it. And if you do find yourself in a sticky situation, don't hesitate to call for help. Let's be real, New York City ain't cheap, but that doesn't mean you gotta break the bank to have a good time. With a little planning and some savvy spending, you can experience the best of the city without maxing out your credit card. First things first, transportation. Ditch the taxis and embrace the subway. It's the cheapest and fastest way to get around, plus you'll get that authentic New York experience. And if you're planning on doing a lot of sightseeing, grab yourself a Metro card and save some serious dough. Next up, food. Sure, you can drop a small fortune on fancy dinners, but why do that when you can find amazing food on a budget? Hit up those street vendors, grab a slice of pizza, or explore different ethnic neighborhoods for some seriously delicious and affordable eats. And remember, some of the best things in New York City are free. Walking across the Brooklyn Bridge, exploring Central Park, or simply soaking up the city's energy won't cost you a dime. That's it for today's guide to New York City. We've covered everything from iconic landmarks to street smarts, and of course, the holy grail of pizza. Remember, New York City is a city that rewards the adventurous, the curious, and the hungry, both literally and figuratively. So go out there, explore, eat your heart out, and discover the magic that this incredible city has to offer. And hey, if you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more travel adventures, and let me know in the comments below what other cities you'd like me to explore. Until next time, peace out.